Hello and welcome to today's matchup between the Immanuel Lutheran Lancers and the Whitehall Norse Lancers. 10-0 now on the year after a close one yesterday at home at Carson. Lancers pulling that one out 4-3 against the Alma Pepin Eagles to remain perfect and are up now 10-0 as they will take on the 7-6 Whitehall Norse. They too had a game last night. This one away at Melrose, ended up losing that one 6-0, pitching two of their pitchers, one of them being their ace Herman, who was unable to be pitched today. So up on the mound for them will be number 1 Bron Shinsky, as he will face off against number 3 Derek Wales. Starts out with a 2-0 count. As Bill's trying to work his way up to start. Third pitch of the at-bat incoming. Grounded over to first, handled on a hop, and he will step on the bag for the first out of the inning on a ground out. Nelson on the mound for the Lancers when the Lancers switch it around as this one grounded to third. Quick throw across the diamond, and Zimmerman down as well on a ground out to the opposite side.
Now batting for the Lancers, number 13, the pitcher.
So a jump start here for the Norse after a 2-0 first. First pitch get back to the third. And after just a few, something else to try to keep this inning alive as they'll take the first one high and outside. Already, I'm sure you have. It's extremely windy here, so I'm not even sure if you can hear it. As they're getting up to 20-30 miles per hour in certain gusts as this one's sent high, handled by the third baseman, and we are heading to the bottom of one. Quick 3 innings for the Norse, 2 groundouts to first and third. At the bottom of one, Lancers keep it even at 1, heading to the bottom of first. And a flyout. I'm not sure if you heard me last time because I got a bunch of text messages saying we can't hear you. It's super windy. There is nothing I can do. I am an inch away from the phone, I will be yelling the entire game. If you can't hear me, at least you have a good view. First pitch for Kronshinsky, up and out of the zone for a 1-0 to start. Nelson on the mound for the Lancers after pitching under 30 yesterday, which keeps him eligible for today. There's the second one going to be grounded to Bernthal over on third. Handles to Coonley, the throw picked up by Quaid for the first out of the inning on a ground out. So Nelson gets in fairly early. I was going to bring up number 0, Schwarban. Trying to make something happen for the Norse. A left-handed batter. That's the first one he receives. He'll take it for ball 1 inside. Nelson on the year with currently 7-game pitch. Now it's his 8th, which his 3rd game started. A perfect 3-0 record as this one's popped up high, up and out of play. Which will make it a 1-1 count on him. Nelson's pitched 20.1 innings with 266 pitches in total. And letting up an average of .266 as this one's sent high. Puts up now to a 2-1 count. Has let up just 19 hits with 9 runs, 7 of them being earned, 3 walks, and a 2.41 ERA. As this one fouled out behind as well. And will even up the count now at 2-2. Nelson chance to get his first strikeout of the evening on just his second batter. And Schwarban continues to battle inside. The 2-2. Lofts one up and out of the zone, handled by Zimmerman. As it'll load up the count now, 3-2. Full count pitch. On the dirt, and Schwarban's walking over to first for free. So after a ground out to start, a full count pitch goes for ball 4.
Number 3, Will Youngbauer.
As Nelson will walk his first. Called strike 1 on the next batter, number 3, Youngbauer. He's got a runner on to try to make something happen with. We'll see if he tries an attempted steal. As the second pitch goes high to make it 1-1. Zimmerman has done very well behind the plate in accordance with picking off runners going 2. Let's see if they try to test him early. Nelson not going to let that happen as he throws back. It's been switching a lot so far today. At the moment, blowing from first to third. It's not very helpful for almost anything going on today. As the second one goes low, making it 2-1. Gap between first and second, scooped up in the field by Albrecht. He'll throw it in quickly to Wales to keep him on 2. As Youngbauer gets the first of the game on a single, and we'll bring up 4 minutes. I would love to move the camera to give you a better view. However, the wind is so bad that if I try to move the camera or loosen it enough to move the camera, it's just going to start blowing, and then it's going to just blow over. So I cannot necessarily move the camera unless it's a deep hit in the field, so I can loosen it, then move it, and then retighten it. As this one's sent deep and foul down that first base line. As that one bounced well off into the neighbor's yard. No 2 count now for Herman. Lancers do a double play setup. Shrug will be very helpful as well to disallow any runners to advance. Runners currently on first and second with 1 gone. Score remains tied at 0. As the 0-2 to Herman is grounded towards third. Bernthal can step on 3. The throw to first to end the inning, not going to come. As he does get the lead out, couldn't quite turn for the double play. As Herman gets on a fielder's choice. And bring up Steig, number 4 for the Norse. Their last chance here in the bottom of 1. With 2 runners on, trying not to leave them stranded. As Nelson taking a quick look back, the pitch grounded back up the middle, handled by Wales. The throw first to end the inning, in time, and the Norse can't get him in. Leave 2 stranded on first and second. A ground out to Wales ends the inning as they go 3-5, getting 2 on a single, leaving both stranded as we head to the top of 2. Lancers went 3 up, 3 down in the first. See what they can do with Sito, Bernthal, and Lillo coming up at the top of 2. The wind continuing to be a factor as it continues to get worse and is not showing any signs of stopping. It's supposed to go up and higher throughout the night as the sun is behind the clouds. So partly cloudy, about 72, going to drop down to about 68 by the time the game comes to a close. Hopefully the sun will come back out as the wind shows no signs of leaving. Cito are up at the moment as hopefully just one in between right and second. Ends up being caught on the run out by number 3, Young Bauer. As the wind just there for him, he ran back and up, going right next to the right fielder to make the grab. As the first one goes down for the Lancers on a fly out from Cito. That'll bring up Bernthal. It's been the hottest the Lancers have had so far in the last few games. So we'll start out with strike one looking. Bernthal getting 2 out of the 4 hits the Lancers had yesterday. And being 2 of the 4 runs getting in as well as the 0-1 pitch. Gonna be chipped down the line. Has a chance. And drops down fair on a hop. Gonna get past it. Bernthal sees it. Takes off for 2. The throw gonna be low and not in time. They stand up. Double for Bernthal. Has him in scoring position for Lillo. So 1 gone. Lillo and Bauer will have a chance to drive in the first run and give them a lead. Lancers' goal today was to jump out to an early lead. A chance to do so here after getting nothing from their top 4, as has been the theme in the past few games. Bernthal gets the job done with a double. Lillo starts off with a 1-0 count. Look back at 2. Another quick look. The 1-0. Swung through on Lillo to make it 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. Handled by the second baseman. The throw to first should be in time, and it is. Bernthal rounds third, takes a look, and a walk back there as Lillo will advance Bernthal over to third. As this will bring up the DH. The last chance for the Lancers here at the top of 2. As Bernthal got to second, got himself over to third on a ground out from Lillo. Bauer with 2 gone, up in the DH spot for Albrecht, who is out and right. As the first pitch he receives. Taking for strike 1. Bauer back in the lineup for the first time in a few games. As Albrecht and Cornish have taken their turn through. As Bauer swings it 1 high at the top of the zone. Makes it an 0-2 now. Bronczynski, chance to end this inning. Leave a runner stranded on third and end it with a strikeout. The 0-2 to Bauer. Got him looking for strike 3 at the bottom corner. Bernthal left stranded on third. We remain scoreless as we head to the bottom of 2. Back for the bottom of 2. The sun has come out behind the clouds, out in right to warm it up a little bit here. 72, but a lot of wind. Starts to chilly as time goes on. Sun is out. Beautiful looking field. As the Lancers left one stranded on third at the top of 2. Norse left one stranded on second and third. First and second, sorry, in their first inning. See what they can do here as they've got number 33 Nelson quickly back onto the mound, getting ready to deliver the third pitch of the inning. It's going to be grounded right back up the middle. Handled by Bernthal, who takes it from Wales. The throw in time. And one gone on a ground out to the left side.
Heading for the Norse, number 32, Mason Crouch.
Brings up the 7th batter, number 32, Bouch. One gone. Trying to keep some action going here for the Norse after getting 2 on after the first one left, as this one's grounded foul down the third base line. Rolling deep out to the ball as the field's here not very large, only 302 in left and right. 329 in left center and then 360, bit of an odd number, as right center is actually the deepest part of the park. But with the wind blowing right to left, should not be too much of concern. As first one going to be grounded, second one grounded right back in the same spot, this time fair. As he will round first and take a look, a little there to throw it in, and that'll keep him on first. Just about the exact same spot, just about a foot farther in to keep it fair, bouncing over the third baseline and rolling out to the corner. A little good job to get it in quickly to keep him on first, so a single for Botts brings up Stevens. And once again, a 1-out runner on base for the Norse. As he'll swing through the first one here for an 0-1. Backs off on this one as that one goes high. Evens up the count now at 1-1. As Nelson will quickly jump back up onto the mound. Pitch. Along with the dirt, good job to be blocked by Zimmerman. Keeps the runner on first. Lancers do have it set up in a double play with 2-1 count. Runner on first. Stevens in the box. 2-1. Grounded. Bernthal can't get there, and that one going to sneak through.
Now batting for the Norse, number 2, Cade Fox.
So one snuck by down the third base line this time, right in between third and short. Bernthal couldn't get there. Wales backing up, couldn't get there as well. A perfect spot, a hard hit ball. And back-to-back singles. Brings up the 9 batter, number 2, Foss, with 2 on and only 1 gone. Chance to switch it back to the top of the lineup, barring a double play here. First pitch taken for strike 1. Grounds it right back up the middle. That one going to get through. Scooped up in center by Sito. He'll turn and take a look. And a walk back over to third. 3 straight singles now for the Norse as we head back to the top of the lineup. Number 1, Pronshinsky, the starting pitcher for the Norse, who grounded out his first time up, has bases loaded here in the bottom of 2. Only 1 gone. And the top of his lineup right behind him as the leadoff batter, Shorman, who was walked Youngbar, who singled the next 2 up. Bases loaded, chance for a out at any base and a double play as well, as the first pitch is going to be taken for strike 1 inside. Norse left 2 stranded on first and second, now have first, second, and third, only 1 gone. As the second one goes low, bounced into the mitt of Zimmerman, as he'll take a second and get it back out to Nelson on the mound. Out to left center, that one gonna drop down. Rolling out to the wall, 1 coming in, the other one on its way. 3 on its way as well. The throw, Wales will pick it off as number 2, Voss will stop off on third. A double, which drives in 2 runs for the Norse as they break it open here in the bottom of 2. 2 RBI double for Pronshinsky. He's sitting on second, Foss sitting on third. Still only 1 gone, and inning still very much alive for the Norse as they jump out to a 2-0 lead early with number 0 Shorban, who has walked his last time up at the plate at the moment. This one pops sky high. And that one caught by Bernthal, leaning over the fence right in front of your screen. Gets the second out of the inning. Blowing my way, but Bernthal made the play, leaning over the fence, and you could not have asked for a better view of that one. Some coming in on the far side of your screen, walked up dead center to make the grab, catching it over the bar, and now just 1 out away from getting out of this inning, which has turned foul in a hurry. But still with 2 on second and third, could be a lot worse as the Lancers try to keep it at a minimum. Youngbauer, who singled his last time up, going to take this one as well, this time for strike one looking. He was out to count at 1-1. Gets to the bottom of the zone. Nelson brings him up down to a 1-2. Runners on second and third. 2 gone across for the Norse. Chance to bring in 2 more. 2 gone to the bottom of 2. The 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off behind to keep himself alive. Nelson will take his time. Finds the pitch he wants. The 1-2. Fouled off once again. As it'll bounce off. Back fence out of play. The third consecutive 1-2 pitch coming for Youngbauer. Grounds back in the middle, handled by Nelson. He'll get a grip on it, walk it over to first for the final out of the inning. On a ground out back to the pitcher. So 2 get across for the Norse. Leave 2 stranded as well on second and third. We are heading to the top of 3. Norse lead it by 2, 2-0. Currently in the hole at the top of the lineup as the first pitch to go low for ball 1 on Quaid. Wind calmed down a little bit now, backing on its fury, blowing dirt across the diamond as the 1-0 to Quaid. Same spot, same outcome. 2-0 count now for Quaid. Quaid has done a great job of drawing out walks so far this year. He worked all out the lead and has swung right down the back for strike 1. Shortstop handles on a couple of hops. The throw a little bit low, but handled by Sartor over on first. So ground out from with 1 gone and none on, and top of the lineup right behind him. First pitch, low in the dirt for 1-0. This one chipped up to the second baseman. He will handle it. Ball in the air makes the line out for the second out of the inning now. So back to the top of the lineup after a ground out from Quaid and line out from Hammett. Wales of the Lancers last chance to try to get someone on at the top of 3. First pitch for him. Low and outside for a 1-0.
Batting for the Lancers, number 3, Derek Wiles.
little bit higher, but not quite high enough. 2-0 count now for Wales. He got up to a 2-0 last time before grounding out as the first out of the game. His 2-0 here will be taken to make it 2-1. Wales on the year batting .412 with a .500 on base percentage. Struck out 7 times, been walked 7 times as well with 7 RBIs. This one sent high out to center. He's underneath for the final out of the inning. And a nice barrel from Wales, just not in the right spot. Center field will have to go very far as Wales flies out to end the inning. So 3 up, 3 down once again. On the ground out from Queen, a line out for him, a fly out from Wales. We're heading to the bottom of 3 as the Norse look to keep it going. They're going to do that last inning, see what they can do here. Holding on to a 2 lead. Back for the bottom of the 3rd. Lancers coming across in the last 3 innings, leaving just one stranded, who was Whitehall on second after his double. Got up to 3rd, left stranded. Out to center. Sito racing back right at the warning track where he will make the grab. As the wind pushed it, not quite enough. As it was pushing towards the less deep part of the field. Sito stopped off the warning track, took a step in. That's a deep fly out to start for Herman. So a quick first out brings up Steig, who grounded out his first time up. As the first pitch he receives is grounded off foul. Down the 3rd base line. The wind during the break has become strong enough to now blow the camera over, even though it is 3 inches off the ground. So if it gets much harder, I'm going to have to just hold it the whole time. Shows how strong the wind is here as this one's popped straight up and ends up blowing almost behind him. Up and out of play. The 0-2. Fouls it off behind and off of the Zimmerman as well. Can't quite hold on to it for the strikeout as he'll keep himself alive with an 0-2. Got him swinging outside for strike 3. So Steig goes down. First K of the day for Cameron Nelson out on the mound as it'll bring up Sartor to try to keep this inning going as the Norse, who have had 2 runners on in the first, 5 on in the second, now none on in the 3rd, and at a risk of going 1, 2, 3 as the Lancers defense looking like it might be finally settling in. With 2 outs, no one on, an 0-1 count to start for Sartor, who grounded out his first time up. Check swing on the 2nd. I guess that he did not go, as they'll leave up the count at 1-1. Trying to get out in front of it, ends up popping off the bottom of his bat, bouncing off foul. Down the 3rd base line as Nelson's got him now in a 1-2. Got Herman to fly out to deep center. Steig struck out. Now a 1-2 count here. Looking for back-to-back strikeouts as Sartor will adjust his batting gloves. Or his belt. Looks like his belt might have broken. So he will toss that away. Sarter, 1-2 count. Grounds one to Bernthal. Knocks it down. It's a bouncing over to Wales. No chance. As Bernthal kept in front of it, knocked it down. A bad hop coming off the turf. As ended up bouncing over towards Wales. The throw with no chance. As Sarter started off the long run of singles for the as he will swing through this one to make it 0-2. And back up a nice big gust. Once again. And now starts to die down. 0-2 count. Nelson a chance to get out of this inning. And leave one now stranded on first. The 0-2. And hits him. First hit out of the Lancers for any pitcher. As that puts Bouch on first for the second time tonight. Advances Sarter over to second. And it'll bring up Stevens, who singled his last time up. Trying to make something happen after any that seemed dead in the water. Ends up turning into an error, and now a right pitch to advance him over to first. And Sarter over to second, who is now being pinch run for. As number 6 Stevens will step up to the plate. Sun has disappeared for the past few minutes behind the clouds out and right. As they continue to move, but not very fast, and not a lot of blue skies behind them. As we'll see if the sun can peek back out before this game comes to a conclusion. Stevens will now get to step in. First pitch, along the dirt for ball one. Pops this one sky high and is pushed back foul. For a 1-1 now for Stevens. Gets ahead of this one, belts it out. That one heading toward the wall, and he'll take a bounce up to it. One coming in, the other one on its way. The throw. He will stop off on third. Another double, which drives in a run. Stevens sitting on 2. As it's Sarter who will walk across for the third run of the game for the Norse. A deep hit out to left center field. Taking a one hop against the wall. That's 329 out there. As Little got in a hurry to keep the runner on first from scoring. But the pinch runner who was sent out will get across with ease. Runners on second and third now for the Norse. Chance to drive in a few more. Still 2 gone as they have reached now the bottom of the lineup once again. It's Foss who singled his last time up, who will take strike 1 to start. Lines this one through first and second. One run coming in, the other one up beyond its way. The throw from Albrecht picked up by Coit. The throw home won't be in time. A 2 RBI single. The Norse have taken a firm hold of this game. Up now 5-0 at the bottom of the third.
Now batting for the Norse, number 1, Grayson Krajinski.
So the Lancers thought they had a quick 1-2-3. It's this turn to the most deadly leading they've received all game and possibly all year. They go down 5-0 with their largest deficit. As Nelson takes one back at first, the pitch, the throw down from Zimmerman to get out of the inning. On the wrong side of the bag, still fairly close, but not in time. Successful stolen base from Foss. As Krajinski with an 0-1 count on the runner now. Takes a look back. The 0-1. Fouled out behind to make it 0-2. Chance to get out of the inning here. The 0-2 pitch from Nelson. Just out to make it 1-2. Can't get that one to hit either, as the county was up now at 2-2. Runner on second. 3 runs have gone across here in the bottom of the third. A 5-0 lead for the Norse. 2-2 pitch incoming. A chance to get out of the inning at the top of the lineup. Bounce in front of the plate. Loaded up at 3-2. Full count pitch for Bronshinsky. Bops one up. Racing in, Nelson and Quaid, as is Zimmerman. Zimmerman thinks he's underneath, and he is for the final inning, right in front of the Norse dugout. Leave one stranded on 2, but not before getting 3 across. A 2-out rally for the Norse. They go up 5-0 as we head to the top of 4. Back at the top of the 4th, Lancers have dug themselves a 4-hit hole, down 5-0 after laying in 2 in the second, 3 in the third. Maybe they can finally get something going and have just 1 hit so far tonight, a double from Bernthal, who is left stranded on third. Zermany grounded out his first time up, now up at the plate with a 1-0 count to start, as the first one will bounce behind. This one fouled out behind to make it 1-1. 257 with a 297 on base percentage, striking out just twice, walking up twice, 7 RBI as his 1-1 pitch. High to make it 2-1. Zimmerman in his 37th appearance at the plate with 6 runs on 9 hits, 4 singles, 5 doubles, as he has done a fairly good job so far on the year, being a solid 2-hitter for the Lancers as he fouls off this second one, which gives up the count now at 2-2. Fouling one off into the leg of Nelson and took a bounce, so hopefully it wasn't going in too hard. Seems to be okay, as the curveball from Bronshinsky thought he had Zimmerman just enough of it. Fouled off to keep himself alive. The 2-2 sends one high, second baseman underneath, and he'll make the grab for the first out of the inning on the flyout. And brings up Nelson, the pitcher for the Lancers tonight. We'll see if he's okay after that took a ground ball to the leg. As he flew out his first time up. trying to get something started here for the Lancers with one gun. Take the first one outside for a 1-0. Takes that one high as well, makes it 2-0. Nelson on the year, batting .500 with a .564 on base percentage, striking out just 4 times. And has been walked 5 with 11 RBI. That leads the team. This one sent high down the line. That one will drop down. Going to bounce behind as well. Nelson turns, takes a look. Won't go. Just about the same situation Bernthal had. Over this time, Nelson will stay on first. As he gets it done for the Lancers, he has been a solid hitter all year. Leads their averages by almost 100 and has led by more for the majority of the year. Having a rough night against the Eagles, going 1 for 2 here today at the moment. With Sito, who flew out his first time up, coming up to the plate, as the first one will be quickly thrown back to Nelson, who will quickly step back on first. Lancers have an opportunity to take second tonight. They took second almost 10 games yesterday. Nelson takes a short step back. Sito takes a swing at this one, and it's fouled off behind for the 1. Pitch taken outside for a 1-1. Norse have it set up for a chance to end the inning on a double play. Sito and Nelson, both speedier runners for the Lancers. As he 1-1 grounded to the shortstop, handled on a backhand, but can't finish the play. Stopped it. Herman had a hand on it on the transition, couldn't handle it, and a hard enough hit ball in a tight space. I'd take Sito for the single there, as he's sitting on first. Nelson now on 2, and it's Bernthal who had the only hit of the game coming into this inning. Now back-to-back singles from Nelson and Sito, a chance to drive in a few and get this game back on track for the Lancers. First pitch. Takes it inside for a 1-0. Takes second one low as well. Bernthal's been on a hot streak as of late, having one of his nicest nights yesterday, going 2 for 3. Had a home run in his previous game with a couple of hits there as well. He's 1 for 1 currently on the day. The 2-0 sends it high for a 3-0. Can he draw out the walk here? Would load up the bases for the Lancers. Need to get some runs across, but have a chance to at least get a sacrifice for Nelson if Bernthal can put himself on first. The 3-0 from Bronczynski. Low in the dirt, Bernthal's walking over for a pair of singles and a walk. Nelson, Sito and Bernthal have loaded up the bases for the Lancers as they hit to the bottom part of their lineup. 6, 7, 8, and 9. Willow, Bauer, and Quaid upcoming. As Willow will step into the box. Grounded out his first time up to end the inning and leave Bernthal. No, grounded out to get Bernthal over to third last time up. And this time has a lot more work to do. Has to avoid getting into a double play, has to avoid the strikeout as well. Needs to at least get a run across with a sacrifice. He's got a 1-0 count to start. This one grounded right in front of the plate and will spin off foul to make it 1-1. Lancers have struggled so far this year with needing to get a sacrifice and avoiding the double play. They've double played a few times, have struck out as a lot of times as well. As a little bit of 1-1, fouled off behind to make it 1-2. Bauer staying on deck as the only Lancers who have struck out today. Really cannot find himself waiting to get on. It'll be up to Bauer to try to keep this inning alive. The 1-2 to Lillo. Takes it low to make it 2-2. Huge up for the Lancers. Biggest change for the whole game. They left Bernthal stranded on third in the second. He's now sitting on first with Sito and Nelson right in front. The 2-2 pitch to Lillo. Fouled off high, up and out of play. Keeping himself alive. Big situation here for Bronczynski. He's got a 2-2 on Lillo. Trying to get just his second strikeout of the game. Line out, and it'll drop down over and left. Sito racing home. The throw home. Gonna be close. Slides under the tag! What a slide from Sito! The thrilled hat off target. Sito took advantage. It's a 2-run game, or 3-run game, as the Lancers get 2 across on a single from Lillo. Bernthal now sitting on third as Sito and Nelson slide across. across. A 2 RBI single for Lillo. Bauer up at the plate. And if Lillo can try to take 2, Bauer a chance to drive in 2 more and bring this back to a 1-run game. Most likely a big bunt here to try to get over second. And Bauer will swing away to try to get Berthal home. As the pickoff attempt. Tag won't come as Lillo took a dive back into first. If the Lancers can get Lillo to second and Berthal staying on third, have a chance for another sacrifice, to at least get 1 more run across. Got to take what's given. As the first pitch swings away for strike 1. Lillo did not go. As Bauer needs to get contact here. The only Lancers strikeout so far today. Cannot afford to have that happen again. The 0-1. Showing bunt, pulling back, and called a ball for a 1-1. Not sure if Lillo was supposed to go on that fake bunt or not, as he will not get the bunt sign again. And pickoff attempt. Called safe. And Bauer gets some new signs from Coach Lowe. Takes a look back at Lillo. 1-1 to Bauer. Lillo takes off. Bauer pulls back, called strike, the throw down, picked off. Running in from second, Berthal scoots back over to third, and they've got what they wanted. 2 runners in scoring position. Bauer up with a 1-2 count, trying to avoid the strikeout, has a chance for a sacrifice if he can get one in play. Lancers have gotten 2 across this inning, looking for more. 3 and 4 out on the base paths. The 1-2 pitch to Bauer. Called strike 3 for the second time tonight. Bauer goes down looking, and the sacrifice is taken away. 2 strikeouts out of Bronshinsky as Quaid is the Lancers' last hope here in the top of the 4th. 2 more left on for the Lancers. Quaid, can he get him across? Berthal on third, Lillo on second. First pitch, high for a 1-0. The 9-hitter right behind with Hammett. Quaid, who grounded out his first time up, will pop this one up in foul territory. Might stay fair, doesn't matter, the pitcher is there. Foot on the line for the final out of the inning. Bauer goes down looking. Can't get the sacrifice. Quaid flies out to the infield, and the Lancers leave 2 stranded, but not before driving in 2 runs to keep this game right there for them. As we head to the bottom of 4, Lancers brought it back within 3, 5-2.
Shorebine.
2-3-4 coming up for the Norse. He's got us a little bit of a scare in that bottom of, or top of the 4th. As Lancers got 2 across, could have gotten 4. Ended up leaving 2 stranded, so they settled in, did a good job to keep it there. As Lancers back within 3, Shorebine walked his first time up, flew out his second time up, as he'll start off with a 1-0 here. Just pitching his 62nd pitch. As if he wants to be able to go on Friday against the Pirates, has to keep it under 75. Lancers not a lot of pitchers, so we'll see if he just goes the whole game. As swinging here makes it a 1-2 on Shorebine. Lancers don't have a lot of pitchers. Will most likely not be able to pitch Wales, as he will be pitching the entire Thursday game at Blair Taylor. So Nelson, hopefully, is supposed to be their go-to guy on Friday, so it's a ground out here from Shorebine. If he cannot go, it'll be up to Berthal or Zimmerman to try to pitch or finish that game against CFC. try to win that one, or see if they can try to make a comeback here. As that last inning put some more faith back in the Lancers team. They've got the 5th, 6th, and 7th to come back from a 3-run deficit. As Nelson hopefully can get out of this inning without going over the 75 mark. The Lancers on the top of their order coming up in the next inning, and they'll be able to evaluate what is the best course of action for the future and for tonight. As this one grounded back up to Wales and bounces through his glove. Backhanded by Cito to keep him on first. As a fairly decently hard hit ball, Wales usually does not play shortstop, as he is usually the pitcher for the Lancers. A very great shortstop he is. Could not get the one there, as Nelson up now to 67 pitches, as he's only got 8 left if they want to pitch him on Friday. First pitch popped up high and foul for an 0-1. He's now up the plate. Got on a fielder's choice his first time up. Flew out his last time up, deep to center field. If he got that one down the line, might have had a chance to get over, as Cito's back was out the warning track. Starts out with an 0-1 count here, as Youngbauer tried to go on the first pitch. We'll see if he tries to go here. He will not. This will be chopped over to Bernthal. Tries to go 2, not in time. Back to 1, not going to be in time either. Bernthal tried to get the lead runner, just not quite in time. No chance to turn 2. Oh wait, no, they called him out. My bad. As did get the lead runner on the way in. So a fielder's choice for Herman, his 2nd of the night. As this one will be grounded right back to Bernthal. He'll handle it. Throw back to 2 for the final out of the inning. So Nelson stays alive. He's under 75, I do believe. So he will be able to pitch on Friday if he does not come back out. If he does, then he will most likely just pitch the rest of this game. We will see what happens in the top of the 5th. 3 innings left. Lancers down by 3. Big inning coming up to determine what the course of action will be for the rest of the game and for the rest of the week. Lancers down 3, 5-2. So a surprise move from the Norse. They have pulled their pitcher Bronczynski after letting up 2 runs in that last inning. Had about 15 left to go before reaching the 75 mark as well. They decided to pull him, and they have brought in number 33, Jake Sarter, a junior, with only 9 innings pitched on the year. As Hammond will drive this one to the second baseman, handles it on a hop to throw to first. Going to be in time for the first out of the inning. As we will switch it back to the top of the lineup. Lancers trying to get some work done as Wales has grounded out and flown out. See what he can do here. As back to Sarter. A 4.67 ERA, struck out only 5, hit 3, and walked 4. It's in a lot of control. 6 errors, 6 runs let up, all of them earned, and 11 home runs, letting up a .282 batting average. So the Norse go with a little more unexperienced pitcher in Sarter, one of their most unexperienced pitchers. And pulling Bronczynski, so opens the door for the Lancers here. As we will see what their plans are for the next inning, pitching-wise, as the 1-1 from Sarter. Called strike 2 inside for a 1-2. first base line, handled cleanly. He will walk over to the bag for the second out of the inning. At the top of the lineup continues to struggle. Wales 0 for 3, Zimmerman 0 for 2. We'll see if he can change that here after grounding out and flying out in his first 2 at-bats. Trying to keep this inning alive for the Lancers. Sito and Berthel right behind him. Baldwin got on in the last inning. First pitch to Zimmerman. Takes it for strike 1. Sends this one out to right center. Takes a couple of hops. He will stop off on first. Zimmerman gets it down for a single to keep this inning alive for the Lancers. Brings up Nelson, who is 1 for 2 with a flyout and a single. Zimmerman's got some speed on him. He's tried to take 3 a couple times so far this year as well. As they have stolen 1 base, but on a first and third situation. So not a whatever stolen base. This one's on the side. Nelson backs away. Bouncing off the backstop, took a throw down on it. The top got really glove for shortstop. As a wild pitch went behind Nelson. Has Zimmerman now sitting on second in scoring position. So Lancers chance to steal one across after a 2-out single. See what Nelson can do with a 1-0 count. He'll take the second one high for a 2-0. Pops this one up. Looks like it might stay fair. And it does. Caught on a fly out to the catcher. Lancers leave one stranded on second. That was Zimmerman. So Sito Berthel Little coming up at the top of the 6th. Lancers only 2 more chances. We'll see what they do in pitching. With 3 innings left to go. Nelson at 70. Only has 5 left. They want to pitch him on Friday. If they decide to pull him, they'll be able to pitch whomever they want in the next coming up days. Besides Nelson on Thursday. Lancers down 3, 5-2. Back from the inning, we are heading to the bottom of the 5th. As Wales, who is usually the pitcher, now Zimmerman, who is usually the pitcher, switched roles. Wales unable to pitch today. He'll be pitching on Thursday. He'll be over 100 and finish out that game for the Lancers. Is catching now. Nelson has a shortstop, so he'll be able to pitch on Friday. And Zimmerman, who has only pitched 1 game, so we'll see if he won inning of that game as well, will come in to try to close out this one, trailing by 3. Batter he'll face will be Sarter, the 6-hitter. So has a nice start to it now, 6, 7, 8, 9, to try to get himself worked up in this game. Put as many as he pleases. As Lancers have yet to pitch him very much so far this year. He did a solid job in his first outing with 20 pitches and just the 1 inning he did as his 1-1 here. Going to be grounded to third. Handled by Bernthal. The throw has plenty of time and gets the first out of the inning on a ground out. Zimmerman, no hits, no runs, just one walk, hit one batter as well, and got a strikeout. Only one inning of work, but you can tell from that, he's got a ground out here to start from starter. Hope of coming back in this game, have to keep the runs at a minimum. Only 2 innings left, so they're making it harder on themselves. And the 32 box will step up to the plate. Trying to make something happen, got a single and was hit by pitch his last 2 times up. This one can't quite hit the zone as the 2-0 occurs. This one finds the zone as he'll hold back for a 2-1. The sun has yet to come back out, clouds being more prominent out in right as Zimmerman will blow this one by him to make it 2-2. Zimmerman just with 1 strikeout on the year, chance to get his second here and just his second batter of the game, the 2-2 pitch. And inside he'll back away, bouncing off the glove of Wales. Will load up the count and just his second batter. When trying to die down, was come back and guess a few times. At the moment, not too bad. Still blowing from right to left. As the full count pitch from Zimmerman. He gets one for the first strike. A single and a double having the bottom of the lineup doing wonders for the Norse. As the first pitch he receives from Zimmerman. High for ball 1. Takes up pick at first. 1-0. Fouls it off behind, make it 1-1. First, not in time. Takes a look back. Pitch. Pops one sky high. Nelson will call him off, stepping on the outfield for the second out of the inning on a flyout. So Zimmerman doing a good job. Pitch and strikes. This one going to get behind. He's going to take off for 2, and he's going to make it there. Some sloppy play now as a throw into Zimmerman gets past him, and no one there to back him up. Runner takes 2, so in scoring position for the 9 batter, number 2 Foss with 2 singles. Lancers, this one gets in. It's gonna hurt if they can't get this final out of the inning. Just beyond the first pitch, this one goes high for a 1-0. High as well, handled by Wales. Up now to a 2-0. Lancers want to get this one, the top of the lineup right behind him. Same spot for a 3-0. Trying to get back down into the zone. Pitch. Swung through to load up the count. And Zimmerman, after starting up 3-0, load up the count now after his last loaded count. Just his second one of the night. Can he finish off the inning here? Pops one sky high. Zimmerman calls him off. Now Wales will step in. No one there to get it, but it's going to bounce foul. So the wind is good for Wales, I think. Pushed it back foul. So no harm done. And instead of a free out, ends up just being another pitch coming in from Zimmerman. Looking initially like Zimmerman had it covered, was going to land well within his reaches, ended up blowing back towards Wales. Wales didn't look like he was going to get it. Zimmerman thought he was, eventually dropped down in between. And can he just turn this around and make it all for naught? The full count pitch. Grounds him back up the middle. Nelson will handle on a hop to throw to first end of the inning in time. And despite a couple of mishaps from the Lancers, they get out of the inning, leaving one stranded on second. At the end of the top of 6, 2 more chances for the Lancers, down by 3, 5-2. Here at the top of the 6th, Lancers down by 3, 5-2. They've got 2 more chances, and this is the best time to do it. The 4, 5, 6 coming up. Siddle, Bernthal, Lillo, all of them got on their last times up to drive in those 2 runs. Siddle and Bernthal being the first 2 of them. As this one's grounded to third. Shortstop will take a handle on it. The throw going to be close now, not in time. Looked like the third baseman was going to take a crack at it. Ended up leaving it for Herman, who was backed off. Sorry, Youngbauer, who was backed off. And Siddle, a whole lot of speed, one of the fastest Lancers on the team, will beat it out with ease. As he gets on back-to-back times now, brings up Bernthal, who is 1 for 1 on the day with a double and a walk. He's got a runner on first with a lot of speed. See if he tries to take 2 as the first pitch can be swung on. Right back out to right field. He thinks he's underneath. Now running in, and he'll make the grab for the first out of the inning on a flyout. And I'll bring up Lillo. Lillo, a single on the day. 1 for 2. As Lillo, a huge single, drove in both those runs. Trying to do so once again here with Siddle sitting on first. Throw back, not in time. And no one on deck at the moment. Appears that Bauer is going to be taken out of the game. Someone else will come in to hit for him. Has been Cornish for most of the year, as he was not in the lineup today. And it appears it will indeed be Cornish heading out on deck. So Bauer will end his day 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, both looking. As the 0-1 pitch for Lillo. Siddle goes, shows bunt, pulls back, the throw down, going to be close. Head first slide, he's gone. So Lancers got the first one on. Bernthal flies out. Siddle gets caught going 2. And now with 2 gone and an 0-2 count, down to his last strike. The 0-2 to Lillo. Low in the dirt, he'll hold off to make it 1-2. Same spot, now a 2-2. Sends this one high out to center. Takes 1 step in, takes 1 step back, and that'll end the inning. A fly out from Lillo. So despite the promises at the beginning, Siddle gets it. Flies out, Siddle gets caught going 2. And Lillo finishes it off with a fly out. One last chance for Lancers. Can they give themselves the best opportunity to make a comeback by holding them at the bottom of 6? Lancers continue to stay down by 3, 5-2. top of that. Could be the last time tonight. Here at the bottom of the 6th, Lancers down by 3, 5-2. Norse trying to extend their lead and finish this one off before heading to the bottom of the 7th. And this one as quickly as they can. Pronczynski short one by the top 3 lineup coming up for the first time tonight. Pronczynski currently 1 for 3 with a ground out fly out and a double. And she starts out up 2-0 in the count. Takes that one looking to make it 2-1. Back low and inside to make it 3-1 now. Now looking at the bottom of the zone, Pronczynski yet to swing the bat and has loaded up the count now on him. Zimmerman looking to start the inning out strong with a strikeout. Full count pitch. Sends one high out to Lillo. He's racing back. Is he underneath? Yes, he is. Wynn continuing to push that ball out. Took a couple turns around, make the catch over his shoulder for the first out of the inning on a deep fly out from Pronczynski, as it'll bring up Shorbon, who is 0-2 on the day with a fly out, ground out, and a walk. Left-handed batter, and 1 gone and none on. First pitch he receives from Zimmerman, high for ball 1. Swings through the second to make it 1-1. Lines this one out. Cito on the run. Not going to make it there in time as that one gets it on a hop. Cito quickly turns and throws it in to keep him on first. Single from Shorbon. The first hit let up by Zimmerman so far today.
Now batting for the Norse.
Just 1 base runner before that on a walk against Bouch. As that'll bring up number 3, Youngbauer, who has gone on twice on a single and error and has grounded out. And he's got a runner on first to work with. 1 gone and a 3-run lead. Takes a look back. The nod. The look. The pitch. Fouls it off behind for an 0-1. That one sent high. They're a little bit frustrated on the mound as he steps back on. A 2-1 count now. There it comes. Grounds one up. Hammered on the run. Not going to make it in time. Scooped up by Albrecht. Sends it in quickly to keep him on 2. And runners now on first and second. Only 1 gone. Norse, chance to get 1 more across. Yeah, it brings up Herman, who has gotten out on a fielder's choice twice so far tonight. Flew out in between as he's come up in these situations twice tonight and has grounded right to a base twice. See if he does so again as he grounded to third last time. We'll take this first one for a 1-0. Lance do have a chance at old play. If he's grounded too close to a base. That's the 1-0 to Herman. Felled up behind to make it 1-1. Takes a look back. The pitch. High to make it 2-1. Sends one sky high, drifting off foul. We'll see if it stays in play. Quaid on the run. Slips, but makes the grab. So a fly out in foul territory, caught by the first baseman. Quaid brings up Steig to try to keep this inning going. 2 groundouts and a strikeout so far on the day. With runners on first and second. Any base besides home will end this inning and keep the Lancers closest to a comeback as they can possibly get. 5-2 with 2 gone. Runners on first and second. First pitch. Takes it for a 1-0. Lined back up center, off the glove of Hammett. Rolling out, picked up by Siddle, the throw home. Not quite in time as it bounces out in front of Wales. And will take two as well, up over the glove of Zimmerman, off the glove of Hammett, which might have been hurting them more than helping. As Siddle came in, a good throw home, just not quite in time. And if that had a little more oomph going out to center, might have had a chance to get it home quicker. As a double for Stag. Brings up Sarter. One run gets across. Lancers now down 4 with 2 more right on the doorstep. First pitch. High inside for a 1-0. A 6-2 lead now for the Norse. They lead it by 4 here at the bottom of 6. Runners on second and third. A 1-0 count with 2 gone. As the second pitch to Sarter. Popped up high and foul to make it 1-1. Takes a look at third. The 1-1 pitch. Popped up high. This one will also drift off foul, less so behind home plate. And Zimmerman's got him down for the last strike. Trying to finish off this inning and leave a pair stranded. The 1-2 pitch with 2 gone. Coming to Sarter. Look back at 2. Here it comes. Got him looking for strike 3 at the bottom corner of the zone. Zimmerman lets one in, but ends up leaving 2 stranded. Finishing it off with a strikeout as the Lancers will have one last chance here. Heading to the top of 7, down by 4. 6-2. Here at the top of 7, Lancers down by 4, 6-2, trailed by 5 earlier this game. Brought it back within 3, now dropped down, back down 4. As Cornish came in, now it'll be Ulbrecht coming in after this inning. As this one chipped right back to him. Off the nub of the bat. They fly out right back to the pitcher. As Ulbrecht goes down on the first pitch. Brings up Quaid, the 8 batter. Trying to make something happen. Got to get it one at bat at a time. Lancers perfect record on the line. Got to 10 straight wins, 10-0 on the year. And they're just 2 outs away from getting their first loss of the season. First one outside for a 1-0. Alert to take it to make it 2-0. As well. Quaid's walking over to first for free, and if Hammett can avoid grounding the double play, will get the top of the order back up. And if Hammett can find himself a way to get on, 2 on with the top of the order coming up, a perfect spot. Exactly what the Lancers want to be. With only 1 gone here at the top of 7. They need 4. They got 1 on at the moment. First pitch for Hammett. After a 4-pitch walk, takes the first one high. 5 straight balls now for Hammett. As he'll try to work his way up in the count, we're shocked to see him swing. It does not, as that one heads down the middle to make it 1-1. This one inside, Hammett backs off to make it 2-1. go by. Now a 2-2 count. That one just taken straight down. Did not really have a chance. It picked up into the 30s. As now a full count pitch incoming. Trying to avoid walking his second straight. Fouled out behind to keep himself alive. Walked Quaid on 4 straight pitches after getting all worked on the first. A couple straight balls to Hammond. So back in. Now the count is fouled off the first one. With runner on first and 1 gone. The second full count pitch. Inside for ball 4. Hammond's walking over to first for free. And the Lancers in business here in the 7th. Runners on first and second with the top of the order coming up.
Now batting for the Lancers, number 3 here.
Hey, do a job, please. Keep it going.
And they are going to put Freeberg over on first for Hammett. Freeberg a lot more speed and a lot more base running than he has done, as he has been the main pinch runner for the Lancers, scoring 7 runs, all from pinch running. So he's been used a lot so far this year. Puts on here, so he's on first. Quaid's on second. The top of the order coming up. Wales has yet to get on base so far today. Can he get something started here? Starts off with the ball 1 high. Zimmerman on deck. He is currently the tying run. So tying run not even at the plate yet for the Lancers. So still a lot of work to do. And the second one goes high on Wales. And some problems starting to come up here for the Norse. He's walked 2 straight. He's got a 2-0 count on Wales. Wales one of the best at drawing out walks as the 2-0 got it back in the zone to make it 2-1. Pitch sends one sky high, and that'll be drifting off foul down the third base line. Does even up the count now at 2-2. Runner on first and second do have the double play set up. Lancers down 4, 1 gone. Wales on the time lead batter, second one right behind him. The 2-2 pitch coming. Sent out, right center field on the run, and they collide. He dropped it. Quaid running in, and he will stop off on third. A hard collision out there by the right and center fielder. Both looked like they had a chance at it. Both collided. And a little bit slow to get up. They do seem to be okay. A nasty collision out in right center. As that one just tailing. Looked like it was going predominantly right. Center fielder always comes to cover. Sees it coming his way. No one called him off. And they will take a walk around. And a meeting at the mound as well. Coming in from the Norse. Bases loaded. And the tying run is now at the plate with Jake Zimmerman. And he has sent some balls more than 302 feet. Mostly to dead center. And with the wind blowing out, he can send one that way, get it to tail, chance to tie this up with 1 swing of the bat. As he represents the tying run, we'll see if they try to pull him. And with 1 out, the 2-3-4 coming up. Nelson right behind him, he's been so consistent all year. Zimmerman can find a way to get on, drive 1 or 2 in, get himself over to second on a steal or on his at-bat. Nelson will have a chance to tie this one up with just a single of his own. As the Lancers in a good position. Haven't gotten any runs across yet. A double play would still end it. But starting to see some light. And coincidentally enough, the sun's starting to peek out from behind some clouds as well. As the long meeting at the mound will adjourn. And they will not pull the pitcher. Walk 2, and a little bit deep hit from Wales. It starts off with a 1-0 to Zimmerman. This one low as well, bouncing into the glove. Pump fake down to third. Quaid will stay as it's 2-0 now for Zimmerman. See if he probably just takes this one, showing bunt here. Pulls back, I'm going to get behind. Quaid thinks, but will stay. Not worth the risk. First run doesn't matter if he has the second or the third. All that matters is the one at the plate. Cannot afford to get that second out. And was a strike called on Zimmerman. So it's a 2-1 count now for him. 2-1 for Zimmerman. Groundsman back up to the shortstop. Can't handle it. Reaver turns, it'll stay. Slips, but will still stay. Wales trying to run back. And lucky the throw was off target as Wales was charging over to third. Had a good right to as he saw the center fielder drop it. But Lancers not afford to be too risky on the base paths as they get that first one across. The tying run is now sitting on first with Cameron Nelson. The batter you want to see up if you're a Lancer fan. 500 average on the year. Has been up in the 600 for most of it. Can he get something done here? Bases loaded once again. Only one gone. The first pitch. Chipped out. Has a chance to drop. And it will! Racing over to second, going to be close. The throw can't turn his body in time. One more gets across for the Lancers. The tying run is on second. 6-4 with a go-ahead run on first. Brings up Zito. He's had a great day so far. Can he keep it going? One swing of the bat has a chance to tie it up. The tying run on 2. Bases remain loaded for the Lancers here at the top of 7. 6-4 is your score. First pitch chipped down the line. Will it stay fair? And they're going to say it did not. Diving attempt, and that went just a foot off the line. Believe it or not, I can actually see that opposite line. It was very close, but just a tad foul, as that would have, might have been 3 coming in for the Lancers. Cannot take off right away with 2 outs. But Zimmerman a lot of speed, Wales a lot of speed as well, as they need to get that time across. They need to get one more hit here, chance to get a sacrifice to do it as well. As this one goes high for Zito. 1-1 for him. He's got Bernthal right behind him. Bernthal's had an amazing year so far at the game, not too bad as well. As this one goes low for Zito, a walk would bring in the 5th run and would have a chance to get a tie on a sacrifice. As Zito in a comfortable position, got to keep it in front of him. 2-1 pitch. Popped up high, drifting off foul, going to be close. And caught over in foul territory. So Zito cannot get the job done as he flies out. And with 2 gone, there is one last chance for the Lancers. Wearing the number 8. Seth Bernthal trying to get things done. Has been on a hot streak as of late. Got the home run, got the good games. Not doing too bad today. Has the double. Can he tie this one up? Anything going? Anything hit? Runner's got to be going. Bernthal the last chance with 2 gone. Pops one up foul to start for an 0-1. Lillo currently sitting on deck. Super a large lead. Gotta be running on anything. Second pitch, low, gonna roll behind. Runners will stay. And it's a 1-1 now for Bernthal. Pitch high inside. 2-1. Giving the pickup once again. Bases loaded here for the Lancers, trailing by 2 runs, 6-4. Takes a look around, the pitch. Fouled off behind to make it 2-2. Lancers came to this inning trailing by 4. Not been very productive on the base paths besides that 1 inning. Have got him loaded up here. Bernthal, a chance to tie up 1 swing of the bat. 1 strike away. Can the Norse finish it out? Bernthal trying to finish off the comeback here. The 2-2 pitch. And he'll step off the mound. Zimmerman the tying run on second. Go ahead and run on first. The 2-2 count with 2 gone. Bases loaded behind. Swings through for strike 3. And the Lancers can't quite pull it out. Lose their first game of the year on a strikeout swinging from Bernthal. 6-4 is your final. As with bases loaded, Zito flies out in foul territory. Bernthal strikes out to end it. And the Lancers drop their first, going down now to 10-1 on the year. They've been loaded at the top of the 7th. 6-4 is your final. Lancers have 2 games left in the year, or 2 games left in the week, and they got what they needed for it. They got Wales for a full game on Thursday, Nelson for as many as they need on Friday, and they will try to work from there. Thursday, the most important game for them, as they will try to hold on to the Dairyland Small, which they are now just 1 game ahead in, as Blair Taylor only 2 conference losses. That'll be their Thursday game, and we'll see Derek Wales on the mound. 10-1 is now the Lancers' record. They dropped this one by 2, 6-4.